This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. We're in London today. It's the road to Tokyo. We've been here promoting the Olympic qualifiers, which are coming to London very soon. With me, light heavyweight hopeful Ben Whittaker. Ben, how are you?
I'm all good, thanks. How about yourself?
Very good, thank you for asking. Let's introduce you to our audience a bit more. You're one of our bright hopes for Tokyo 2020, a World Championship bronze medalist. Tell us a bit about how you got started in boxing.
Well, I was a hyperactive kid, running wild at school and so on. So my dad took me down to the gym, burn off a bit of energy, and from there it worked pretty well. He wouldn't let me throw my punches first. He got my feet working first, and if anybody's seen me fight, they can see that's a story.
They said there you got your feet working first. I got told that you took up samba dancing, that you danced a lot as a kid. Is that where we see this fleet-footed fighter come from?
Yeah, my dad used to take me dancing from an early age, like 3 to 4. I went ballet for a little bit, then I went to hip-hop and stuff like that, and it's obviously worked, so fair play to him.
You mentioned you're a bit of a hyperactive kid. I read somewhere that you've been in and out of jobs before you took boxing seriously. What was it that made you sort of take this as a serious career choice?
Yeah, I was really hyperactive. I got kicked out of school, told me I wouldn't amount to nothing. I worked at a few retail places and I got kicked out from there just from, not following rules and so on, where the thing I like about boxing is a challenge. It does make me burn off my energy, and if I lose, it's down to myself. If I win, it's down to myself, which I like. There's no teams there, and that's the thing with football that I didn't like. I could be playing my best game ever, but if the team's not, we've lost. So it's a challenge, and it's a lonely sport, which I like.
As I mentioned, you are a hopeful at light heavyweight. Quite recently moved up to light heavyweight from super middleweight. You've been flying since you moved to light heavy on the amateur scene. Talk to me about how beneficial that's been, sort of stepping up.
Yeah, it's been really beneficial. The first time I got on the squad in 2016, as soon as they see me, they said, "You'll be light heavyweight." And I was like, no way. I'm a middleweight. But you have to think, championship fights in amateurs, you're fighting 5 times over 5 days sometimes, and you have to make the weight each and every day. It was killing me in the end, and I've moved up, and it showed that it's paid dividends, really.
Now, as mentioned, we are here for the road to Tokyo. We got the Olympic qualifiers coming, the European Olympic qualifiers coming to London in March. How beneficial is it to have those in the UK, to have your friends and family here, and local support as well?
Yeah, it's crazy, really. You don't get any tournaments at home. I have a lot of people messaging me, when are you fighting at home? We'd love to see it. And I'm like, to be honest, everything's always abroad. And weirdly enough, to qualify for the Olympics is in London, so it's a bit of a madness. We're going to bring a firm down, definitely.
As mentioned, you are one of our hopefuls. How does this compare, going into an Olympic cycle and you've got these qualifiers coming up, you're doing all this media today. How does this compare, say, to a World Championships or European Games or something like that?
To be honest, I'm still a baby, really, but I've been prepped pretty well. When I first got on the squad, I went straight to the World Championships, 75 kilo, kind of unknown, and I held my own out there. And all that experience has held me in great stead, really. So to me, it's just another tournament. Obviously, there's a lot that can come from it, but I'm just treating it as another tournament, another year of my boxing career, and that's the best way to go about it, really.
Now, as always, with a young British talent going into the Olympics, I'm sure the tapping up process has already started. Managers, promoters trying to get in touch with you for when you do turn professional. Has that proved a distraction at all? Are you trying to put that to the back of your mind until this is all over with?
Yeah, I'm not one of them kids who say Olympic boxing has been my dream, because I didn't think I'd get here, to be honest. But as soon as I got on that squad, I knew I could be capable of getting there, and it's been my dream ever since. Obviously, I've got a few people interested in me, but it's good to see they're interested in me. To me, it shows that my hard work's paying off, and I'll have a decent pro career. But at the moment, it's all about the amateurs and getting a gold medal in the Olympics.
As mentioned, it's all about the Olympics, but once that's all out of the way, do you expect to head into the pro ranks?
Yeah, definitely. There's other options, obviously. The Commonwealth Games 2022 in Birmingham, which is on my doorstep, really. But I think I've done everything as an amateur, really, and finish off at the Olympics on a high. There's no need to go to the other ones, because you never know, something crazy could happen. You could have a silly decision go against you. Then what do you know? You're back at square one, really. So I'll just finish on a high, do well at the Olympics and turn pro.
Obviously, going to the Olympics is a highlight for any amateur. I know you said it's not something you necessarily dreamed of, but right now I'm sure it's what's occupying your mind. It's a huge, huge step. What's the response been like during this process from friends, family, those around you, knowing that you're so close to being there in Tokyo?
My dad, truthfully, in the back of his mind, it's always been his dream, so he kind of knew I'd get there. My mum, she don't know what's happening, but she's proud. My family, they're all proud and getting behind me. and it's good to see my hometown get behind me and root for me. Not many can say from Darlington they're going to the Olympics, so I've got to get there first. But when I get there, I'm sure I'll have a lot of people coming out to Tokyo to support me.
Now, away from boxing, how do you unwind? I've seen you dabble into music. You like to make music. What is it you do away from the ring to sort of keep yourself occupied and enjoy life?
Well, I love my area, but it can get you into a bit of trouble, so I don't really like to go out too much. So just to keep away from the bad crowds and so on, just record a bit of music, play Xbox and PlayStation with my friends. Just normal stuff a teenager would do. I say teenager, I'm 22, but at heart I'm still a kid, so... But yeah, recording music, doing music, playing with my mates, messing around, stuff like that. Just harmful stuff really, because the profile I got now, I can't really be doing silly stuff because it'll get into the news and so on, so I got my head screwed on really.
Now, before I let you go, Ben, there's something we have to address. We spoke about off camera there. You mentioned you like to play a bit of Xbox in your downtime. Boxing Social's Andy Purwell is not here today, but he's been talking a lot of smack, saying that when he played you on FIFA, it was as many as 9-0. Can I get a response?
All I got to say is, Andy, stop talking the most. Come to my house next time. We'll do an interview. Actually, no, we'll do. We'll do a live stream of the match, and we'll see there. No one can lie there. No, I mean, come to the house, bring your camera, live stream it, and we'll see. Tottenham, I'll smash you with them.
I second that, Andy. Stop lying. But Ben Whittaker, thank you very much for speaking to Boxing Social. Best of luck with the qualifiers. I'll speak to you soon.
Thank you very much, man. Everybody follow Boxing Social.